That's how I know you're recording.
Are you ready? I don't
I'm
even think I
ready.
got that part where I said, "Are you ready, loser?"
The world will never know what you said.
I just said it
Oh,
again. I
well,
said, "Are
now
you
the
ready,
world
loser?"
knows. I poured this glass of let me try and speak. I poured this glass of wine when we started talking, and I'm almost done, and we just started recording, so now I need another one.
Oh, Jesus, Jake.
Yeah, whatever. Welcome
You
back to New Jersey, by the way.
wait, first you used the funniest excuse to me
What?
and you said, "I have to drink this because I opened it and I had to use it for a photo shoot. So if I don't drink it, then I'm going to have to dump it. I don't want to dump it." So you're basically using any excuse to drink all of the wine in your apartment that you possibly can, other than the fact that you just want to drink it. Just say, "I want to
Sure.
drink the wine." You deserve it. Drink that wine, boo. Drink
Oh,
it
that's
up.
so nice. Thank you.
Thank you for my welcoming back to New Jersey. I'm officially back now. I'm no longer in Seattle harassing Carla Marie and Anthony.
Also, who are you?
Oh, I'm Ricki,
I'm Jake.
and you're listening to 20 somethings doing nothing.
Oh, that feels good.
But yeah, so I'm back in New Jersey. Not very happy about it. I had actually the morning from hell.
Why?
I didn't even tell you about this, I don't think.
No, you did
Okay.
not.
So I took a red eye because I try to take red eyes typically.
Oof.
I always take a red eye because I feel like I don't waste my day that way, especially when you're
Mhm.
going coast to coast because it's an hour change, like 3 hour change in flying. So
Yeah.
I always take a red eye. So I took a red eye. Very easy flight, no big deal. Everything was great. Now that things are so slow at the airport, it took me 5 minutes to get through security. Amazing.
Whoa.
So I get to Newark Airport in New Jersey, and I text my mom, "I've landed. I got my bags. Where are you?" She texts me, "I'm just leaving the house now."
Oh no.
I live about 40 minutes away from Newark Airport.
Ugh.
So that means that I got to sit my ass down and wait 40 minutes for my mom to get there. The reason that that she had waited until she got my text was because she lost her phone in upstate New York over the weekend. I tried to help her get it, tried to help her find it, tried to help her log into her iCloud and everything like that, but the woman can't remember her freaking password to anything.
Ugh.
So I couldn't find my iPhone. So she lost it. It's gone. It's just forever in an abyss of wherever. I hope an animal's enjoying it and using it as like a house or something.
Or a
But
toilet.
or a toilet, whatever it may be. I hope someone's getting some use out of it. So she thought that she connected her phone yesterday, but she didn't connect it. She was getting text messages because it's iMessage and iMessage is over Wi-Fi. So she didn't actually have cellular service. She
Oh
just
my
had Wi-Fi.
god.
So when she left the house, she realized that down the street, she couldn't call anyone or text anyone. She was like, "What the fuck is going on?" So she had to switch back to her old phone. It was a whole fucking mess. So then by the time she picked me up, I had waited 40 minutes after I had landed. And then it was 40 minutes home. All I want to do is sleep at this point because I didn't really sleep on the flight. So I finally get back to the house and I'm like, "Let me try and set up your phone for you because I know this is hard for you. You're old. You don't understand technology."
You're old.
She calls my podcast an iCast.
Oh my god.
She's a disaster when it comes to technology. So I'm like, "Let me try to help you because you're clearly frustrated." Both her and my stepdad don't remember any of their passwords, any of their pins, any of their security question answers to
That's
their
bad.
account. So I couldn't set it up. And after like 45 minutes of trying to set it up for them, I was like, "Guys, I'm so sorry. I I can't do this. Like, you have to call or you have to go to the store. You have to do it yourself because it's been 45 minutes of this going around in circles bullshit and I can't do this for you." So I leave, right? I go pick up my prescription because I need to fill that up. And today was the day I was supposed to take it. So I was like, "Let me go get my prescription since it's ready at the pharmacy." Pick up my prescription, come to my dad's house. I didn't bring my keys with me because my dad's house has a side door that has a keypad with a code. And I didn't bring my keys specifically so that I didn't lose them traveling across America.
Right.
That would have sucked. Like in random middle of nowhere, Idaho, I lose all my keys. That's not fun. So I
Smart.
go to put the code in and the fucking battery died on the pin pad. to get into my house.
Was this all before you had taken a nap?
All before I'd taken a nap.
Oh,
So at this point, it's, I don't know, 9:30 in the morning. I landed at 5:30 in the morning. I'm shot. I'm like, why does God hate me so much? My dad's girlfriend had to come to let me into the house with her key. So I finally got in and I was like, I don't know why this is happening to me, but I'm not happy about it. And then I could only nap for like 2 hours because I was just stressed out.
you seem like you're in a pretty good mood for having the shittiest morning ever.
I think I'm delirious because I haven't slept. So I'm just smiling and giggling because I'm like, what else am I going to do right now?
How was flying with a mask on?
It's not that bad. I did it on the way from LA to New Jersey. It's not that bad. I mean, it gets annoying for sure because you typically, if you don't have somebody that takes you to the airport, picks you up, you have to wear it in the Uber, wear it in the airport, wear it during the 6-hour flight or 5-hour flight, wherever you're going, and then wear it back in an Uber again, and you can't take it off until you get home. So it's a long time with a mask on. Yeah. It's not fun, but it's also not that annoying.
But also, like, you have to just fucking do it.
Yes. For your fellow Americans.
It's not like your world is ending because you have to wear a mask.
No, it's not that big.
You're not putting yourself in harm. You're putting other people in safety by doing it.
Yeah. It's not that bad. It's really not.
You just have to do it.
Okay. I need to know about your car.
Holy cow.
What's going on with your car? Did you get a car?
I bought a car.
You bought a car.
Well, I leased a car.
You leased a car.
Wait, did I even send you a picture of my car?
You did, but I still don't believe that you actually did it.
I did it.
Because it's been years of you saying that you're going to get a car.
5 years.
Which is insane.
For the last 5 years.
Why would I believe you?
I'll show you a picture. It's real. And it's in a parking garage.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
So you're paying for a fancy parking garage and everything? Look at you. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Now you have no excuse. You have to come see me all the time because now you have a car.
Well, last night I was thinking that. I was like, I'm not going to be here during the weekends. Like in Hoboken. I was like, I have a car. I can go wherever the hell I want and not wait for public transportation, not rely on Ubers, not rely on anybody. I get in my car and I go wherever the fuck I want to go.
How amazing is that?
It's incredible.
Straight up freedom.
Okay, so last episode we were talking about this. If you didn't listen to the last episode, it would be a good idea to do that. We were talking about how to buy a car, right? Because there's the negotiation process and like where do you go and all the other things. And it's just such a pain in the ass. I don't know if I've ever experienced anything. I'd say the only other thing in life that was as frustrating as this was college applications.
Oh, those are the freaking worst.
Right? Anything to do with college loan, college application,
FAFSA,
college,
yeah.
Whatever, all that stuff that you have to do with college, right? And then when I found an apartment, it was easy. When I signed my lease, it was easy. When, you know,
oh, well, you're
whatever.
Lucky about that, though, because sometimes that's annoying, too.
I mean, it was annoying.
I got a story about that after your car story.
Oh, God. But, you know, it was annoying. But searching for a car is crazy because me, and 3 other people can have the exact same car, but we all paid very different prices. Mm-hmm. Right? Which to me makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's like the manufacturer goes, this is what we want to charge. This is what is the suggested retail price. And then you can charge whatever the fuck you want to charge.
I mean, that's essentially any product though.
Yeah, but it's not like you can go to Best Buy and be like, I want to pay $200 for that $300 TV.
No, but if you want to pay $200 for the $300 TV and you go to Walmart and it's $200 for the same TV, then you buy it for $200.
Right, but there's no negotiating is my point.
No, okay, yes. No, you're not actually negotiating it.
So I think first of all, I'm going to keep the story kind of short because it's a very long story. I woke up in the morning
All your
and
stories are long.
I know. Somebody told me that recently. They're like, you need to shorten your fucking stories. And I was like, a lot happens. So I went to a dealer in the morning. I got dicked around for 2 hours, right? I had done my research. Right. I knew what I wanted to pay. I knew what the monthly payment max was going to be. They couldn't get anywhere near it. So after 2 hours of trying to negotiate with them, I said, I'm leaving. You can't beat the price. I don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste my time. And they said, okay, we'll see you later.
Heck yeah.
Right? And because they weren't getting anywhere near the first offer that they came back to me with, he wrote it down and put it in front of me on the table. And I legitimately laughed out loud. I took his pen and I crossed it out and I said, we're not doing that.
Good for you.
because I knew what I wanted to pay and I knew what I could pay, right? I
I'm
knew
legit impressed right now.
I wish you were at this 2-hour negotiation so badly because well, that's not true. There's not many other times in life that I've been more proud of myself
Oh,
than this negotiation because I didn't take their bullshit. Like, I feel like I'm the type of person who would normally fall for this kind of shit, but I did not take a single ounce of bullshit from these people.
I would like to say that that's in part because of my wisdom.
Yes. And all of my hours on TikTok.
Do not give TikTok more credit than me. I swear I will fight you.
I didn't say more credit. I just said credit. So we're going to skip that whole experience because it's useless, right? I knew what I wanted to pay, whatever. They didn't come near it. So then I come home and I was like, oh, I'm so disappointed. I had an offer from another dealer that was way better than that, which is how I knew it was really shitty. And so I came home and I said, you know what? I'm going to go for round 2. I was going to my friend's apartment or my friend's house and I found a dealer right by there. So I said, I'm going to go to that dealer. So I went to that deal. I rented a car. I went to pick up my friend. We went to the dealer. We end up leaving with a car. And so then I had to return the rental car, but that was a whole nother thing. But so I started this negotiation with the offer that I had from another dealer. I sat down. He said, what do you want? I said, I want to lease a 2021 Hyundai Tucson value package in silver or gray. And he said, okay, what do you want to pay monthly? And I said, here's an offer I have. If you can beat it, I'm walking out of here with this car. He came back 5 minutes later and he said, here's what we can do. And then we talked a little bit and I said, done.
Amazing.
And that was it. 4 hours later, that was it.
Car shopping takes forever. It's like a day's worth of actually going place to place and talking to people and getting stressed out and really getting withered down to like the bone. And you're just like, I am going to throw something any second.
I can't even imagine how long it would have taken. I was there for 4 hours, legitimately. And that was without really negotiating. If I would have done the whole back and forth negotiation, I would have been there for at least 6 hours.
Oh, easy. Easily 6 hours.
So the thing that I took away from this, which is the most important, and that we talked about last week, was you always negotiate the car price, not the payments. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really understand why, even though I had read a lot of information, until I got the car. It's because I went in there with this monthly payment and the down payment, and at this point, I had already found the price of the car. I was like, well, I wasn't trying to negotiate the price. I was just trying to get the payments down now. So we get the payments down to something that I'm comfortable with. And I said, okay, great. And he's like, you put this much down, you pay this much per month, and you can leave with the car today. And I said, done. And then when I went to go sign with the business manager, you have to like sign with this business person afterwards to get all
totally
the paperwork,
different
right?
Group of people, yeah.
Yeah, totally. So I signed everything with the salesman, and then I went to the business manager. I realized that there was a $300 optional fee included. It was for something that they do on every car, but if you want to pay it or not is up to you. And I said, wait, what is this optional fee? And she's like, oh, we do it to all our new cars, but it's like optional. And I was like,
but what are they doing to the car for the fee? What is the fee for?
It's a window etching fee.
What does that even do? What is window etching?
They etch something into the window so that if it gets stolen, it's easier to find it or something. I'm not exactly 100% sure.
Okay.
But the way that it was presented on this long ass form, which is meant to distract you, and then while you're looking at the long ass form, they talk to you so you don't notice it. It was very, very, very easy to miss. And I'm not sure how, but I found it. And I said, I don't want to pay that. So then that took $9 a month off my monthly payment.
Heck yeah. Which totally adds up in the end.
Right. So then, okay, last part of this story is that when I was sitting with the salesman, he said, okay, here's everything. This is the agreed upon price that you're paying for the car. And they always go, well, you're leasing, so you're not really buying the car. And I said, I understand that. But in order to get the monthly payment, you have to figure out what the price of the car is.
Yes.
Right?
Because they treat you as if you're paying for the full car price.
Right. But they want you to not do that so they can put all these fees in and everything.
Yes.
So even if you're paying what you want to pay monthly, you're not really getting a good deal.
Yeah.
If you're negotiating the monthly payment. Totally. And that's what I discovered. So then he said, okay, this is the price that you're paying for the car, right? It was $388 over what I was going for, which I was so happy with because my number was like pretty low in like the reasonable price that you should pay for this car.
Always go low.
Right. And so that price was great. I went to go with the business manager, and on top of the $300 charge, the price of the car that we agreed upon was $26 more. And I was like, wait, can I see the original paper? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, this is more. And she's like, oh, let me go check with my manager. I'm like, imagine if they do that with everyone. $26, not much, right? Most people probably don't notice.
Oh yeah.
You sell 200 cars a month. That's, I don't know, a lot of money.
I was just going to say the fucked up part of this is that if you're not good at math, you don't realize these little things.
The only reason I noticed it because I knew the number that I wanted to pay, and I knew the number that we agreed upon, and it just stuck in my mind. And so when I looked at this paper, I said, that's not right.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Anybody that does that, there's a special place in hell for you.
Honestly. And so even though I got a good deal, they still fucked me over a little bit. Well, I didn't let them because I said no. But so if I could give you any advice that I learned from this whole experience that took over my life for a week, don't negotiate the payments.
I would say also don't be afraid to walk away, because
don't be afraid to walk away
that we had
because
discussed.
I called you.
Yeah.
Right. I called you about this woman, another offer, and I said, Ricki, I'm not sure what to do. Like, I think it's a good price, but I think I can do better. And she said, then walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I said, okay. And you're like, they will come back at you with another offer. They never did. But
you don't know that yet, though.
Deal.
You could end up getting a random email a week later and them being like, hey, just checking in. Did you ever find that car that you wanted? Because then they want to negotiate with you at that point.
The dealer that I went to in the morning was $100 a month over what I was offered from another dealer.
Crazy.
Right?
So crazy.
And so he called me. It's crazy. That's why you don't negotiate the price of the payments.
Nope.
Figure out what you want to pay for the car, and then you can negotiate. You can calculate the payments yourself.
Also, you may want to buy that car out in the end.
Right.
When you're done leasing it, you may want to buy it out. And if you buy it out, you don't want to buy it out at the price that they had it set at. You want to buy it out at the price that you had negotiated that you think makes sense.
I was so hyped after this. I really want to do it again. Like, I want to go with somebody who's buying a car and do it for them. I'm not going to go buy another car. I'm just saying, like, if anybody wants me to go with you to the dealer, I feel like I can get you the best possible deal.
Jake buys one car in his whole life and he's a pro now.
It was not easy, though. It really was not.
It's a headache and a half. Doing anything that involves money is just a hassle and a headache. And it's the most annoying thing about growing up and being an adult. Anything that has to do with money.
And the car dealer makes it sound like they're giving you such a good deal. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, well, he was like, we really just can't go any lower on this. Like, we're going to lose money on the car if we sell it to you for that price, and we can't. And I'm like,
fuck you.
I'm like, bitch, I know what you will sell it to me for because I've gotten other offers, and you will not lose money on this car if you sell it to me for this.
People are the freaking worst, which actually brings me to my fucked up apartment story. About how people are the worst people on the planet. So
you just moved out of your apartment, right?
I just moved out of my apartment end of August that I lived in LA because I moved back to New Jersey after I lost my job. I realized I wasn't going to be able to pay my rent anymore. It happens. Life goes on. So I moved back to New Jersey, but when you are done with your apartment after you lease, you have to go through all of this freaking hassle of inspections and what did you do to the walls and did you do anything outside of your lease, and there's all these things that you put into your deposit that you don't end up getting back, and they will do anything they can to screw you over.
Wait, what do you mean there's things in your deposit that you don't get back?
So have you actually fully read your lease, like
yes.
top to down? Okay, top to bottom is what I meant, not top to down. What the fuck am I saying?
I was just going with it.
Which is impressive because normally you call me out on those things. So thank you. I called myself out instead. But in LA, it's very different from New Jersey. So state to state, every lease that you sign is entirely different, right? One of the things that I noticed that's different is in New Jersey, your landlord has to paint your apartment when you leave. Like it's something that they have to do, right?
In New Jersey?
In New Jersey, yeah. So they're supposed to paint your apartment for the next tenant. Whenever somebody moves out, they're supposed to repaint the apartment.
Okay.
That's something that the owner does at their expense, not the tenant.
Right.
In California, they don't have to do that. They don't have to paint the apartment unless they absolutely feel like it's necessary in order for them to try to rent it out to somebody else, right? In my lease, it says that we cannot put any holes at all in the walls. Any holes, we'll have to pay for the spackling and everything like that, right? So that was annoying for us because when it came to decorating, we couldn't hang anything that was heavy, and we had to really look into the things that we were going to use. And we mainly used command strips, which are the worst freaking things on the planet. They don't work.
Right.
Command
Sometimes
strips
they do.
Do not work. They work for things that are very, very light. Yes. If you're going to hang a cheap frame from Walmart, it'll hang it. Sure. But anything like a mirror won't hang a mirror. Learn that the hard way.
Oh God.
I had little like crates that I was trying to hang up on my wall. Does not hold that up because that fell at 2 a.m. one night out of nowhere and crashed onto my floor and woke me up out of a deep sleep. They suck. But we did that for a reason. We didn't want to pay for the spackling and get screwed over because they also tend to upcharge you. You could spackle for something so cheap, but they'll charge you 3 times what it is to spackle. So we did everything by our lease that we could so that we weren't going to get screwed in the end and we were going to get our full deposit back. We just got a letter from our landlord with a check in it of our deposit. And my roommate, Daniela, had sent me, while I was in Seattle, the breakdown of the invoice, right? So they broke down the invoice and said that they charged us for our cleaning fee, which we knew it was going to be around $200. So that was fine. And then they also charged us for painting, $700 for painting our apartment.
Wait. You have to pay to get the apartment clean. Does that come out of your deposit?
Yeah. That's
what?
part of your deposit. Is they clean the apartment at the end, and that's part of your deposit that gets taken out. It's around $200.
I'm going to get my lease. I keep it in a drawer. I know exactly where it is.
Good. I did the same thing.
Okay, so keep going. So painting $700, cleaning fee $200.
Yes. Cleaning fee we knew was going to happen. So, hey, Dad. My dad just got back from the gym. Jake says hi.
What's up, Jake? Tell your mother she should have washed your car.
Oh, we also have to get to what happened with your car.
Yes, at some point. But we looked at our lease or our invoice, and we noticed, number one, they already took the money out of our deposit and gave us back a deposit minus the $700 divided by 2 people, which is illegal. They're supposed to give you the invoice first, and then you're supposed to be able to counter that invoice if you believe anything is incorrect on it. Then they send you the check. They never did that. They just took the money right out and sent us a check for what they thought that we should get back. So I'm looking at the invoice, and I'm like, $700? What the fuck? The next page was a breakdown of that invoice. And in the breakdown of that invoice, I was looking at it and I was like, it was like $900 divided by this. They wrote all this crazy shit on it, right? To try and confuse you. And the first time I looked at it, I was like, none of this makes any sense. Second time I looked at it, I noticed it said they charged us for painting of 2 bathrooms. We had 1 bathroom in our apartment.
What?
Yes.
What?
And it said for spackling of quote unquote lots of holes. We don't own a goddamn hammer in that apartment. We never hang anything. Nothing was ever hung in that apartment. So I was like, nope, none of this is right. So I brought it to my manager of the building and I was like, hey, this doesn't make sense. We didn't have a 2-bedroom apartment. We had a 1-bedroom apartment. She was like, that's really strange. Let me go ask them about it. So once she asked them about it and showed it to them, the invoice, they were like, oh yeah, they must have just mixed up another apartment. Like, so sorry about that. No other apartment was getting painted at the time that our apartment was getting painted. They tried to fuck us and have us pay for another thing that they needed paid for that we had nothing to do with. And now they're trying to save face. But either way, I don't give a shit because I'm getting my $700 back.
So that's good, though, that you are dealing with a management company, because if that happened to me, there's no management company. It's just my landlord.
Oh, no. It's not a management company. It's the manager of the building. They like put somebody in charge who lived in the building.
Like your super? Is that what they call it?
Kind of. Yeah, that kind of idea. But she doesn't fix anything. She basically just deals with the day-to-day stuff that the owners don't want to deal with. Like when something does need to be fixed or if somebody has a complaint, things like that. The owners just want nothing to do with it. So the owners are also crazy, and I'd rather deal with my manager than the owner. And that's why I went to her first. Because if I went to the owner, I would have been like, you can go fuck yourself. Give me my money. But yeah, so everybody will try to screw you. That is the moral of the story. And always check everything. Kind of like how Jake checked everything before he got his car and how I checked everything on my invoice because it was flat out wrong. It was an entirely different apartment, apparently.
That goes back to what we were saying a few weeks ago about how often do you check your credit card statement and your bank statements?
Mm-hmm.
You just need to double check everything.
Yep.
Because if not, you're going to get fucked. It's just going to happen.
Anything to screw you.
Also, from the time that we started recording until now, it has gotten so dark.
I know. My face is very dark in the Zoom.
I
right
know.
now.
It was so bright when we started this.
I know. Don't worry, because I did buy a light. I just don't have it yet.
Hell yeah.
Mainly because you yelled at me for not having one.
Well, yeah, I mean.
I don't like when you yell at me.
You were in good lighting, and now your face is dark again.
I'm just a shadowy figure.
Yeah. If you turn like the other way, but it's all right.
Which way? This way?
No, like I'm saying, like if you like rotated 180.
Oh, that's a lot of work right now.
Yeah, I know. Don't do that.
I'm not going to.
No. We'll wait for your ring light. But yeah, that's nuts. And it's really good that you caught that. That's weird though, because who would miss that?
I guess they assumed we're just two young girls that would
And you're like, oh, they won't notice.
deal with it, even if we did notice. But they fucked with the wrong young girl because I deal
Hell
with
yeah.
it.
That's why I got fucked at this car dealership for 2 hours, because I went in alone and I'm a young looking dude. So they're like, oh, this dude has no idea what he's talking about. We can fuck with him so hard. And you know what? I threw everything back in their face.
Yeah, you got to.
And I said, that's not true. Here's the biggest thing. He started his negotiations started off with the MSRP, right? Manufacturer, what does it stand for? Suggested retail price.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the manufacturer's suggested retail price on this car was $28,000.
I actually, just side note, don't think I ever knew what that really meant. Like
Really?
what it's, well, I knew what it meant, not what it
You
stood
didn't know what it stood for. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of things in life like that.
for.
So the MSRP was $28,310, right? And
Okay.
when he started his negotiation, of course, they write it on a piece of paper because if they make it visual, then they can show you how much you're getting fucked. And he's like, okay, so we're starting at the MSRP, which is $30,126. And I said, no, that's with all the added features that are optional on that car. And he's like, okay, but we're starting here. And I was like, no, we're starting at the MSRP. So right from the start, they try and fuck with you.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of
But
bullshit.
you know what? You and I will not be fucked with.
No, we will not, Jake Bird, and neither should anyone
Not.
else.
Exactly. And if you listen to this podcast and you get fucked with, I'm disappointed because we're trying to save you from getting fucked with.
Also, I need you to look outside if you can, because the moon looks really cool. Obviously, anybody listening to this, the moon probably won't look cool if you try to look outside, but right now it looks
I
really
don't.
cool and it just caught my attention and I just want to like live on it or hug
Isn't
it,
it
one or the other.
okay? I'm not high, but isn't it weird that when you look out your window and you look at the moon and I look out the window and I look at the moon, we're looking at the same moon?
It's wild. Oh my God, is that a shower thought?
Yes.
We'll have shower thoughts later. Not right now. You're jumping ahead, Jake. You're jumping
I'm
ahead.
sorry. It's just wild.
Throwing everything off.
It's not as weird because you're in New Jersey and I'm in New Jersey, but it's still weird.
It is weird. It's really trippy.
So, yeah, basically, moral of that story is don't get fucked over by people. Do your research. Don't be a dumbass. And if you want to buy a car and you want me to come with you, I'm so ready.
You're the only person I know that would actually want to do that.
My friend came with me because he's like, yeah, I'll just come hang with you. And I was like, okay, it won't take long because I know exactly what I want. And then 4 hours later,
Did you at least buy him dinner?
yes,
Okay, that's a good friend. That evens out.
yes. And then I told him if he ever needed to buy a car, I would go with him. And he said, I would never put you through that pain.
Okay, question. Now that we're talking about friendships,
Yeah.
what is the most annoying quality about you when it comes to like what your friends would say is an annoying quality about you?
I think that I obsess over things.
Ooh. Okay.
So, for example, I'm going for my birthday weekend in October. I'm going for a weekend in the Catskills in New York, which is like the mountains in New York.
Where's my invite?
It's me and my two dude friends.
Did it get lost in the mail?
You should be included in the dude friends though, because you're going to be one of my best men, apparently. I mean, one of my
I
groomsmen.
fucking better be, or I'm gonna be very upset.
I told you, no females as the groomsmen.
That's just not fair, and that is sexist, and it's not okay. It is 2020. Get it together.
It's not sexist. It's just
sexist.
like,
it's
not
sexist, and it's
sexist.
fucked up.
But okay, so I'm going for a weekend away, and it's less than a month away, right? But it's probably 3 weeks away, I think. And it's all I can think about. And I'm like, hey, we should do this, or hey, I think we should bring, like, how much wine should we bring? Or like, hey, what are we gonna make for dinner on this night? And I just like don't stop. Like when I was buying a car, it was the whole week. It was just like car. It was like work. Okay, I'm done work now. Car. I just get obsessed with things, right? Because I get so excited. So I was like so excited to get a car. I finally got a car. I'm like so excited for this weekend. So I'm like, it just like won't stop bothering them. And I think that's probably my most annoying
Quality.
Quality.
I would have to agree, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I get excited about things in life.
Okay, that one's way more dramatic than the one that I was gonna go with. I recently realized, well, not recently, but more so realized that I do this really annoying thing and it has to drive all of my friends crazy. And I've realized that no one brings it up, but I know it has to drive them crazy. So the annoying thing that I do is I can't stop talking in the middle of movies or TV shows.
Ah.
I have to consistently keep talking about what's happening. It's almost as if I can't process what's going on unless I'm talking about it out loud to the person next to me.
I don't think, well, first of all, I do the same thing, so that wouldn't be annoying to me. I don't think
This is why
you
we're
and I have
friends.
ever watched a movie together.
No, we haven't. But it
Isn't
seems
that
like
weird?
the perfect friendship to watch a movie.
Maybe we should.
Maybe that's all our friendship should be, is just watching movies together and we can't annoy anybody else. I realized this when I was staying with Carla Marie for the last week, because I just did my cross-country road trip with Carla Marie and Anthony because they lost their jobs a week after I lost my jobs in radio. My job in radio.
Your jobs.
And I mean, it felt like multiple jobs on certain
Yeah.
days. So actually not certain days, every day. But we all lost our jobs at the same time, and they were doing this cross-country road trip, and I jumped in the car with them to go back to Seattle. And when we got to Seattle, there was a lot of smoke because of the wildfires, and then there was a lot of rain after that, which is great because we needed the rain for the wildfires and for the smoke to kind of dwindle down. But we didn't do a lot of things outside and a lot of things outdoors because it was just bad. We couldn't go outside. So we watched a lot of Netflix. And I realized I can't shut the fuck up when I'm watching a new movie or a new show or even an old one. And I keep having to talk to people. And I could tell that Carla Marie was just dealing with it, but it had to drive her fucking crazy. I never brought it up, but it had to make her insane.
Do you ask questions that you know they can't answer?
Yes.
Yeah, I do the same thing. You're like, wait, but where are they going? And I'm like, I don't fucking know where they're going. I'm watching the
Watch
movie.
the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Wow,
But
we
I
really
get
need to
really
watch movies
excited.
together.
And I get
Right.
all these thoughts in my head. And I'm like, wait, maybe if they're going here, or do you think this is what's going to happen next? And every time they're like, I don't fucking know. We don't know what's going to happen next. That's the point of watching the movies, to see what's happening next. But I can't stop. It's
Why do we
really
do that?
bad. I don't know. Our brain activity is just too much to handle. We're just really
Just
smart
doesn't
people.
stop. Yeah.
Can't turn it
I would
off.
go with that. I would say we're just so smart that we just need to know what's going on at all times.
We just can't turn it off.
We can't handle the unknown.
Ooh, yeah. I like that. That makes us sound way more smart than we actually are.
Or needy.
Okay, maybe.
But let's go with smart.
I like smart.
That's funny though. I didn't know you did that. I'd totally do that.
It's so bad. And I knew that I did it, and AJ just deals with it.
Mm.
So I really haven't thought about it for a while, because that's typically who I watch movies with and who I watch TV shows with. And he just deals with it and doesn't say anything really. Like at this point, he's just kind of like, oh, there's Ricki talking again. Whatever. I just got to ignore her. So he just tunes me out. And I haven't thought about it for so long until this last week. And I realized that that's my annoying friend trait.
Huh.
One of many, I'm sure.
One of many.
I'm sure
I
there
don't
are
think you
plenty
have
other
any
ones.
annoying friend traits.
No,
No.
I think
Maybe just because, I don't know. I really don't find anything annoying about you.
Jake. That's so lovely to hear.
I'm trying to think.
I only
Not
half
as like a
believe
friend
you.
wise.
Wait, what other way would you think I'm
Like
annoying
there's
them?
things that you do, like obviously that we don't agree on. I'm like, what the fuck? But as far as like us being friends, I'm never like, oh, she's the worst, you know? Or like, oh, that's so annoying.
That makes me really happy. Thanks. I say you're the worst all the time.
Yeah.
You're really trying to think right now. I can see in your face that you're
Well, now
really,
I wish I
really
had
thinking.
one.
You're
I
like,
just
well,
want to
go
hate
fuck
you.
yourself. I love you.
Yeah.
I mean it.
I do love you.
I mean, I could tell you love me because nothing I do annoys you. And I think that that's because you love me.
No. That's not what I said. I said nothing about our friendship annoys you.
I thought you were going to let it slide. I really did.
No,
I thought I had
definitely
to.
not gonna let this slide.
Damn
I'm
it.
sweating so much. Also,
I'm really hot right now, too. I was so cold earlier and I just got
Are my
really, really
tits
hot.
sweating?
Ew,
Wow,
yeah,
they're
they
not
are
that
sweating.
sweat- Are they?
Yeah, they're definitely. Oh, yeah, they're sweating.
Not really.
I can see it.
I don't know.
Well, I think it's time to get in the shower since we're sweaty.
Oh wow, yeah, we were really behind. We need to get in the shower. Also, my phone's ringing. Who's calling me? My mom. Okay.
Uh,
Shower time.
I love your mom and your dad.
Me too.
Okay,
Yeah,
get
me
in the
too.
shower.
Okay.
Did you ever think about the fact that you're allowed to kick a pregnant woman as long as it's from the inside?
What?
Babies kick. All the babies kick them. But you can't kick a pregnant woman from the outside because
I was so confused when you were starting that sentence. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, when is it acceptable to kick a pregnant woman? But it is if you're on the inside.
when you're the baby, you can kick the pregnant woman. You're allowed to kick your mom.
Wow.
It's messed up. We should be nicer to our moms.
Yeah, clearly. So should I, apparently.
Okay, what's your shower thought?
Do you ever think that your bed is more comfortable when you're not supposed to be there?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Oh, that's totally on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's on purpose, but I know that it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the world is just like, fuck you.
Yeah. The universe said, screw you. I know you have to do things, but I'm going to make this way more comfortable than it's ever been in your life.
Yep.
Everyone's out to get you, even the universe.
Yep. And the baby's kicking inside of you.
Your baby, the universe, your landlord, the car salesman.
Dude,
We're
everyone's out
screwed.
to fuck you. And not in a good way.
Not in the way you want to get fucked.
I got fucked so many times, but not in a good way.
Not the way that you want.
Good times, good times.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I think that's a good way to end this.
Yeah,
Lots
time
of
for shameless
laughter.
plugs.
Oh, yes. Go. Run it down.
Okay, make sure you're... First of all, we need more Hot Mess Express stories. We have a few lined up, which is awesome, but we need more. And I know everyone's life is a hot mess right now, so DM us on Instagram at 20SDN Podcast. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or you can text us, don't forget. And we might respond to you.
And what is the phone number?
201-588-5139.
Okay. Is that all of them?
And as always, thank you for sharing us with a friend.
Yeah. And make sure you share the YouTube with a friend too, because we got to get those numbers up.
Share whatever.
Get those subscribers
YouTube,
up. Oh,
you porn.
What?
Porn.
Okay. Well, what I was going to say is don't forget to go to Twitch because you need to follow Carla Marie and Anthony. Twitch.tv/Carla Marie and Anthony. Hit a follow button. Like their shit. I don't think you actually can
Like their shit.
Yeah.
At what point do we start charging them for mentions?
When they start making money.
Because I feel like now that you're gone and like we've talked with them and we talked about this and now we've given it, maybe now we should start invoicing them for every time we mention them.
Should we just send them Venmo requests?
Yes.
Mentioned the Twitch stream.
Mentioned you on the podcast.
10 cents.
$1. At least $1.
We should do that.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to Venmo request her $1. Or we're worth more than $1 for a mention, aren't we?
No, you Venmo request Carla Marie. I'll Venmo request Anthony, and we'll get $2 out of them.
How much? $1 or $10? $10.
Do $1 for now.
Okay, $1.
When they really start making
mentioned
money on Twitch, then we start
you
charging them
all-
10. Wait, I gotta do it.
Wait, we got to do it at the same time
Okay. I'm opening it.
because they might be together because they're always fucking together.
They're always together. Always. But definitely go to twitch.tv/Carla Marie and Anthony and subscribe or follow them because now they
Subscribe.
are affiliates. So you can subscribe to them and that gives them money.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which is amazing because they are amazing people.
And so that's why we need money.
And you can watch back to all the times that I was on.
Oh, yeah. You were on like 5 times, 6 times?
Something more maybe. Because it was like 2 weeks that I was with them. So there's a bunch
Hell yeah.
of streams with me on them. So obviously watch me because like
if they're affiliates, we got to charge them at least $10.
I don't think that we should charge
I'm going to
them that
request $10.
much. Okay, $10.
What do you mean you're charging? They're getting paid. We're not getting fucking paid. And we're mentioning their paid shit.
On. Okay, you
Tell me
ready?
when you're going to send it.
Are you
Okay.
ready?
3.
1. Oh, what?
Oh,
You started at 3?
this is
I started
awkward.
1?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
3.
Okay, just requested $10.
Oh, wait,
Love it.
did I pay him or did I request it?
If you fucking paid him, I'm gonna be so mad.
I think I paid him.
You had one job. You literally had one job.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
You're such a dick. Also, I couldn't find anything good in my lease. My security deposit's boring.
I'm dying. I definitely
Did you actually pay him?
I definitely did. Wait.
Oh God, you're not supposed to pay people to mention them. We're supposed to get paid.
I just texted them. I was like, wait, because it just came up. You paid Worst Anthony $10. God damn.
Ugh, that's the worst.
Well, now we're even because I
No,
made-
now we make nothing. How are we supposed? You have no job. How are you going to make money if we were evening it out?
They mentioned us a lot on the Twitch stream, so I paid them.
Yeah, but they're getting paid, so it's okay. I don't feel bad. But I'm happy that they mentioned us because it's nice. And you also helped them out, so we deserved it.
You know what's really funny? I'm just so used to paying people and never asking for the money that I should get from people that I just forgot which button to press.
Yep. Well, you're a dick. But anyway,
We're even.
thanks for listening to us. Why do I have 8 text messages?
Catch you next week. I don't know. You're not that popular.
Seriously, though.